So without further ado, y'all, let's get this show started. Yes, let's get it started. Please put your hands together and help me welcome Mr. Christopher King. You are shining. You got the medallions and the fashion sense. It's amazing.
I gotta keep up with you.
You're trying to keep up with me? Oh my goodness. Well, I haven't gotten a medallion from the president, but we're gonna talk about that in a second. Listen, you do some amazing things for not only our community, but especially for our male youth. You have a program called the Gentleman's Course, which educates youth in proper etiquette and manners. Why did you start the Gentleman's Course?
Well, back when I was heavy in fashion, I started the gentleman's course because I wasn't getting the fulfillment just by being in entertainment. And I needed something to fulfill myself. So I sat down and I started writing out the things that I knew that my grandfather taught me and decided to educate that to youth in the community.
That's amazing. Now, your grandfather, so do you attribute everything that you've done or that has inspired you to do this to your grandfather?
I do. I keep him with me on my heart every day. So I got a jacket on. I keep BB King right there with me.
Okay. So tell us who your grandfather is. Tell the viewers. Legend. He is the blues legend.
BB King.
BB King, y'all. Hey.
Let's go.
That's what's up. You bearing that last name. It is legacy
Big
all
shoes to
over
fill.
it. It really is. It really is. But you are doing a fantastic job. So out of 30 manners and etiquettes that you go through in your program, you go over 7 important things with our youth that I want to take some time to go over. The first thing you teach them is manners. What does that entail?
So manners entails your basic overall, you can cover from dinner or just how you treat people. A lot of times being humane, people forget what that is. And we're all human beings, regardless of what culture we come from or whatever race we may be. People are human and we need to be treated that way.
That is so true. So the second is how to dress. I mean, you're obviously a great example of that. What advice do you give on that?
The easiest way to say is know your size.
Know your size.
Know your size.
Okay.
Some things can be too big, some things can be too small.
That's so true. And I think that goes for both genders.
It does. It does.
It's true.
And in our program, we also give the young ladies and the young men their full measurements. We have stylists come in and actually take them off and give them their measurements so they know. Because when young boys get to a certain age, it's no longer small, medium, or large. They actually have numbers.
Numbers, right?
There's numbers.
Yes, I had to go through that transition. It was like, 34, what?
Right.
So listen, the third is posture.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, which is extremely important. What does that teaching sound and look like?
So posture is really how they sit, how they walk. They had those old rules, maybe they put the books on the girls' heads. We don't do that no more. But we simply take them through a session of proper balance, understanding what the equilibrium is in their body, so you actually walk straight up. In the military, I was in the United States Marine Corps for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And
thank you for your service. That's amazing.
Thank you. And they teach us specifically how to not diddy bop.
Ooh, what is diddy bop? Do they say that?
They use
Do
the
they
word
call
diddy bop.
diddy? Oh my gosh.
They're walking with a bounce or they're off balance and their head just be moving. Like, what you diddy bopping? Stop diddy bopping. Hold your head up high, chest out, back straight.
I love it. I love it. And how do you get them to stop? Is it more of like a cadence kind of,
It's repetition, and we give them a beat to really walk to. And so it's like in the military, we run to a beat, we walk to a beat, and we march to a beat. And it takes your mind off of what you're doing so you can stay focused.
Oh, I love that. So the fourth one is conversation. What about conversation are you helping them with?
To understand table topics. So a lot of times we find ourselves at dinner, and what do you see people doing? Even if they on a date.
Their phone.
On the phone. He on the phone, she on the phone, they on the phone.
They
They're
can't
not
find
talking.
nothing to talk about.
So the importance of conversation, how can you get to know somebody if you're not talking? They're walking out presenting themselves like who knows what and why. they're not being taught properly. It's not being taught in the home. It's no longer being taught in the schools whatsoever.
But how can it be taught in the homes if the homes don't know? If parents genuinely just don't know the proper etiquette, then it's so difficult to expect the child and the next generation or whatever to just figure it out. So I think what you're doing is so important to fill that gap.
Thank you.
It's so important. So you also host a luxury benefit gala.
Yes.
It's called the Gentleman's Ball.
Yes.
What is it all about?
So it's like our version of the Met Gala.
Oh.
And
Ah.
red carpet.
Very nice.
Very, I mean, it really does its own explanation. You're talking about red carpet, valet parking, open bar, champagne mixers, silent auction. We serve 3 different full-course meals, over 70 different desserts, live entertainment, the whole shebang.
Oh my goodness, who are we voting for?
Me.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
We do vote for you, and everything that you're working on is absolutely amazing. What kind of guests does a Gentleman Ball attract?
We attract an audience anywhere from, honestly, 10 years old to 75 because, as you
Really?
see, there's youth. They're there. We select 20 kids that actually get honored at the program. We select the honorary Gentleman of the Year and the honorary Lady of the Year.
Wow.
And they also get to be the keynote speakers for the evening. And it's a kids program. So
amazing.
youth are always all the way around. It's a family
we
event.
cannot lose when our youth are the center of what we do. It's just a win-win. You recently received the Presidential Volunteer Service Lifetime Achievement Award from the 46th President of the United States, President Joe Biden. That's just like a huge wow.
It is.
What was that experience like?
DC was amazing.
Yes, always. Hey, you
DC
can't
was
go
amazing.
wrong.
The hotel was very nice. You know, riding around in the black SUVs. You know, it was an
Yes.
experience that I do remember because I've been there with my grandfather. But to be there on my own,
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
it's
That
so
says
amazing.
everything.
It does.
You can go with someone else who have cleared the path
Correct.
for you.
Correct.
But when you've actually created your own path to go there and received it, look at this medallion, y'all.
Bling,
This
bling.
is amazing. It's amazing. We wish you continued success.
Thank you.
And your success is our children's success, our young black men, that
Yes.
black boy magic
Yes.
that we continue
They
to
are
see
our
grow.
future.
They are our future. God bless you. We are going to take a short break and we'll be right back with Good Trouble. Come on, for the culture.